you ever tried selling, you might find yourself in a situation where no one takes you seriously. You can have literally the best products and services, but they aren't listening to what you have to say. It's probably because you don't understand the psychology of selling. In this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 of the most powerful psychological sales hacks that you can use to influence potential customers. These techniques are rooted in understanding human emotion and decision-making, helping you create a sense of urgency and value. Do not use these if you aren't selling a good product. The first framework that we're gonna use is the pain to pleasure framework. People are motivated to act by 2 primary emotions, pain and pleasure. Your job as a high-ticket sales rep isn't just to sell someone on a product. It's to sell a solution that moves someone from their current painful situation to a desired, pleasurable one. First, you need to agitate their problem. Make the prospect's current situation feel as uncomfortable as you possibly can. We can ask questions like, how has working this job where you're feeling disrespected and underpaid, like how is that affecting you personally? Ah, man, it sucks, dude. I'm starting to feel drained. I don't have any money or time to spend with my friends and family. And then we can ask, so how long have you been feeling drained for? Or we can also ask, and how do you feel like that affects your social life? Like having no time or money, just working all the time. And that way we can go even deeper into their pain. Once the pain is clear, you introduce the pleasure, the vision to their ideal life. This is where you paint the picture of freedom, success, and happiness. You're not just selling a course, you're selling an outcome in which that person desires. The outcome that your course or program can actually help them with as long as they're putting in the work. Things like being their own boss or having more freedom, having more money, to have a better social life, be able to invest more into themselves, into their families. Your product is the bridge that gets them from the pain to the pleasure. I've also learned this is like heaven and hell island. Hell is where they're at in the pain, and we want to bridge the gap and get them to heaven, their desired situation, with our product. So the second framework that we're going to use, it's the power of ego closing, or using consistency bias. This is a high-level closing technique that uses a prospect's own words against them to overcome objections and create a sense of accountability. After you've gone through your pitch and they've expressed interest, you want to use their prior statements to challenge their hesitation. Here's how it works. So you want to get a 10 on their commitment to change and use their own words to get that 10. So you can ask questions like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, you're going to come in here, you're not going to do the work, you're not going to ask questions, you're going to stay stuck. Or 10, you're going to come in, you're going to commit to doing whatever it takes, you're going to ask every question that you possibly can and give us your 100% best effort if you're feeling stuck. That way we can actually help you so you don't have to deal with the problems that you're having or not being able to provide for your family. On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to actually be able to make that happen? I'm at a 10. Okay, awesome. So again, you're using their words to hold them accountable to take the actions that are required and getting them to commit to doing that. And just know, by doing this, you're not being pushy. You're holding them accountable to their own words and putting the responsibility on them. The moment they actually take accountability and responsibility, it forces them to commit to overcome the real objection of why they haven't bought before. If they give you an objection after that, we can ask them, if someone who is actually 100% committed to get to their goals, do you think they would say something like that? And that's gonna make them understand that they have been bullshitting themselves. And then you can guide them through their hesitation, whether it's a financial concern or it's a fear of change or something else. Number 3 is storytelling as social proof. Stories are the most powerful way to connect with people and build trust. Instead of just listing features and benefits, tell a compelling story that your audience can actually relate to. This is especially effective when you use stories of past clients who are in a similar situation to your prospect that you're speaking to. All right, so let me break down the story template. So we have the before. Right? You want to describe your client's initial painful situation. Use vivid details that mirror the prospect's own reality. Then we have the transformation. Explain how your product or service helped them overcome their challenges and find success. And then we have the after, painting a picture of their future successful life, highlighting the specific results that we got for our clients. This narrative arc allows the prospect to see themselves in the client's journey. They'll think, if it worked for someone else, it can work for me too. This builds immense social proof and makes the sale feel like a natural conclusion and not like some sort of like forced pitch. If you want to watch a video that's going to show you how to ask questions to get deeper into the painful situation, kind of like I talked about with the pain and the pleasure, the hell island, the heaven island. And just remember, it's not about being salesy. It's about being someone's solution to someone's pain. If you use these tactics to help people transform their lives, you'll never have to sell again. And to be honest, I'm only really making this video to prove my competency, unlike these other gurus who have never sold a fucking thing in their life. I'm going to drop a video link in the description. Go ahead and tap that, and I'll see you in the next video.